never enough, Coach Reed.
It ain't never 99.
No.
99 gets you an A in the school system. It got to be enough. But we ain't talking about school
Well, Reed, I
system.
tell you what, you take that on in your life. Then, if you want 99 to be enough, me and Coach John go keep it 100.
Y'all want to keep it 100?
Keep
it 100.
I mean,
Y'all
but everybody rocking with the 99.
Well, all right, now, Reed.
One South want 99.
I ain't mad at you, Reed.
A lot of people ever seen
Jerome Brown, rest in peace.
Right,
Another
99,
hurricane great.
99.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, a lot of people like to rock 99 Alpha.
The great one, 99.
Wayne Gretzky, 99. The great one wore 99.
But it still ain't enough, though.
Not on this part.
We gotta be 100.
We got to keep it up. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. To my right, Debonair.
I got a rant, a mini rant. It ain't really a rant, y'all. I want to give a shout out to Wharton High School football coach, not to be confused with a coach, Mike Williams. He just brought my little cousin Keith Anthony Newman on staff.
Nice.
He working hard for the kids out there. Great to see two friends of the program, family members,
Two Tampa
legends,
legends.
two Tampa guys.
Yeah.
that
Hold up,
did
these
their
guys
thing.
played in the NFL for multiple years, right?
Multiple years,
Now they're
yes.
coaching right here in 813.
Yes.
Fellas,
Yes.
Nice.
you want to get to where you need to get to. Those guys got it for you.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you just said it. Wharton High School.
They got it for you.
You know, got our kids going to all these other places and everything that glitter don't be gold. Go out there, get some guys that got a little familiarity with you, your parents, circumstances. Again, Wharton High School. Congratulations, Coach Mike, Coach Keith.
And more importantly, they melanated. Along the landscape of sports, which has been a hot topic. And before I get into that, Coach
You got to
Thomas
introduce
Jones
the
to my
OG.
left. OG to my left. Speaking of that, I mean, are they, if the affirmative action is not working?
It ain't never been
You
working.
gonna come out and say that, Coach?
It's
Reed?
not working.
It ain't never been working.
Coach Reed, you gonna say that?
I mean, is it working? It's one melanated coach in NFL.
That's tough.
It ain't never been working.
It's 974 players there.
Listen, it's gonna be hard to make it work when you're talking about a private entity.
That's
like
a
that.
nonprofit.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough to make it work, and them boys, they saying this mine. I'm gonna spend my money how I want. You
Yes.
know, tell me how to
But
spend my money.
let's get a little.
God bless America.
Let's get it right, right. But let's get a little deeper though. Like, what is it? Why we cannot be led by somebody that most of those guys that are coordinators, a lot of them have played the sport at a very high level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Understand the mechanics, the details. Is it why not? Is it more that they trust the preparation, or is it we have to have a certain look? Like, what do you think it is? Like, in your heart, like, what do you see?
I think it's a myriad, SAT vocab, Coach John. A myriad of things. I think a lot of it is tradition. Racism, and I guess that would, it's racism. This country is
Systemic.
steeped. This country is steeped in traditions and years and generations of racism. And sometimes it might not be racism. Sometimes a coach might be comfortable with somebody that looks like him. A GM or owner might be comfortable with somebody that looks like him.
I think it just bottom line where it come down to they saying I'm gonna spend my money how I want to spend it, and I don't want that face to be the first face or the lead face.
That's it.
And that's just the bottom line. It's the same thing with the college coaching and the college programs. And they saying if I'm spending my money, I don't want that to be the lead face because they know out there there's a little underlying of racism, and they don't want it now. But they quick to go like the Giants went and grabbed that dude.
Who did?
I think who was the dude that led the Giants this year for the last 2 years, and then they got rid of him.
Joe Judge.
Yeah, they knew that dude wasn't. They was, you know what I mean. But
Right.
they
They took a chance.
they'd
on him.
rather take a chance on
Yeah.
it. You know what
And
I
then
mean.
you get rid of
but
Brian
now,
Flores.
But now you got the strangest thing now. This is my personal opinion. A lot of times you go in there, brothers, man, you coaching, and sometimes them boys don't play the same for you.
No.
Well, that's where the underlying tone gets a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? We know if somebody, you know what I mean, that's at the helm that's European, you're gonna go a little bit harder.
Say it,
for whatever-
Coach Reed. They go run through the wall
They
for
gonna run
him.
through the wall for them.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
when
I'm
you
saying?
tell them something, they go sit back. They go question you.
But it's crazy just how that look. But I just wanted to kind of just touch on that piece of it to kind of see it as like, okay, congratulations to what we have going on right here in the 813. Two NFL guys that's now giving back to a lot of these young
Working
men.
together.
Working together. And we just hope that a lot of parents and young men understand that, okay, we know there's a lot of great high schools, football-wise, programs in the city of Tampa. But if you really want to go get what you're looking for, and your goal is to get prepared and get to the higher level, I mean, you got two guys that's done it at that level.
It's right
Producer Nick, when is this show airing? Sunday? I'll go ahead and say it. Mike Williams got Nick Saban landing out there this morning.
Yeah.
This morning, Friday.
Nice.
Nick Saban.
Yes.
Coming in on a helicopter.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Mike worked for the kids, man.
Yeah.
Mike works real hard
And
for the kids.
that's all you want is an opportunity, man, to help them. You see what I'm saying? And get them to the level they want to get. Now, the kids got to perform, obviously.
Right.
But a lot of times they come in, man, and I know that's my mindset is, my job is to set them up and try to put them in a position where they can reach all their hopes and dreams. Now, they got to do their part. As a matter of fact, I got a little bit of a rant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I usually don't have
find a
one.
rant then.
Yeah, I usually don't have one, but
let's not be disingenuous, Mario.
I'm
Let's
gonna
not
find one.
a
It's a lot
rant.
of-
Let my old head rant.
My
In a
rant-
depressive world, I can find a
Well,
rant.
I got my
my
slides
rant
on this
is
morning because it's early this
it's a
morning.
lot of people, they not understanding what happened with this COVID and the recruiting and all of that stuff.
Yep.
It's a backlog right now. It's a serious backlog because you got that transfer portal open. Okay, you got dudes doing the extra third, fourth, fifth year. All right,
28.
yeah. So now there is
the
no,
JUCO level,
there
28.
ain't, there is not a lot of extra room with people coming up.
Right.
There's not a lot. You know what I mean? And it's getting smashed down, and then people sitting up here with, oh, my kid can play here, my kid can do that. There's no room, and it's gonna be like that for another 2, maybe 3 years until it balance out, and nobody don't understand that, and so they come in with all these ideas and thoughts, and then if you take time out of your day to sit down and explain it, then it's okay. But a lot of them, they got all these ideas, man, and it's like they don't understand, and it ain't my job just to inform every single body.
Right.
But now because we on this platform, I'm going to tell you, a lot of time, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, whatever, it's not a lot of room right now. And with that COVID and how it backed everybody up an extra year, you got problems. I laughed the other day. I was watching TV, and they were like, oh, LSU. LSU got 4 or 5 guys over 22 because of COVID and the extra year and all that. I'm in JUCO and I got 2 or 3 over 22. People don't get that. You see what I'm saying?
And then what you say? Show me a good JUCO team. I'm gonna show you an old.
I'm gonna show you an old JUCO team, and people don't think. They think, oh, I'm gonna just go and play JUCO. I'm gonna just go over here and man, you 18 years old. It's some 20-year-olds here.
20s.
And y'all the same year.
With
Yes.
two kids.
Yes.
Same year. Y'all both freshmen.
Yeah. So it's way different than people think, and y'all go ahead. You know what I mean? And you got these ideas and thoughts you don't know.
Right.
Get informed, man, before you come out and start throwing reckless opinions around.
I think you're being very generous when you say 2 to 3 years, though.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about the numbers.
It's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a
shake
while.
out.
I think that's more hope.
Yeah, right. Like that's why I said generous,
It's
because
gonna
2
take
to
a
3
while.
years to say, okay, how many? I mean, you got a kid right now playing in Memphis who's not draft eligible, but he, you know what I mean. So he got another year to play.
Yeah.
Now,
Then
why is he not draft eligible? Is
Because
it his
his age.
Because he
His
classified up?
age, yeah.
He reclassed up.
Reclass up
Because you got to at least be 19.
Yeah, which I mean,
That's a random number too. Like, why 19?
but if you,
It's
you know,
way
always wondered
way
that.
deeper than what
is
we
that random
think
number
about.
exist in baseball?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. I just
17 in baseball.
Don't exist in nothing
17.
else.
You could. Harper was 16.
Don't exist in tennis, hockey,
Hockey.
Yeah.
It don't exist in none of that.
track and field.
No. That's a random number. 19.
Hey,
If you 18 or over, it should be.
it's gonna feel. I mean, it's gonna feel a little bit too good to say this though. But
Let's hear it, Coach Ray.
but the Bucks out the playoffs. You like
Can I
it what
see
you see?
Can I see your ID real quick? Can I see your ID? This is what I don't understand.
You want to
Can I
check
see
his
your ID?
address? You want to check his address?
Hey, that look.
What's your ID say, Coach Ray?
Eight. No, it didn't sound. Listen, I like a lot of the Bucks players. I'm not a Bucks fan. They beat my Eagles, and they got popped by the Rams.
I'm not saying
But,
very much. They beat your Eagles. I mean, y'all not like that.
Well, I'm only mentioning the Bucks because
Even back in your heyday when you was a Randall Cunningham fan, them teams weren't very good.
number 12. Are you kidding me?
Jones, you see how people misremember?
You know they
Not
went to
just
four.
Reed.
You know they went to 4 NFC championships.
No,
games.
not when he became a fan with Randall.
Yeah.
Them teams weren't very good.
We was in the playoffs. What you mean?
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Isn't the goal to get to the playoffs with a chance to win the Super Bowl?
Oh no! Apparently, according to most of America, if you don't win a championship,
Of
You ain't
course.
nothing.
See, here we go with
Here we
that.
go.
You ain't nothing.
Here we go. But I mentioned the Bucks only because
Whoa. You don't talk about the Bucks. We'll let producer Nick, who is a Bucks fan, myself and Coach John, we can talk about the Bucks.
Well-
you talk about your team up there in Philadelphia.
well, first of all, I'm not talking about a team. I only mentioned the Bucks being out the playoffs because it's a fact.
Yeah, they are.
And then we're going to segue into Antonio Brown.
Yeah, we are.
We got OG on the panel. You liking what you see?
Biggest R&B dude I've ever seen. Cat bigger than Montel Jordan. You ever always singing all this.
This is how you do it. I mean, AB,
Look,
there's a lot has come out. Everybody's going to invoke their opinions in regards to what they see, and I think their opinions have everything to do with, obviously, their life experience.
So let me say this. I watched a podcast that I normally don't watch. It's got a former UCF. Y'all the Knights or the Golden Knights?
Whatever you want us to be, but we always
just asking
golden.
a
We the
question.
Knights, baby.
Okay. It's
You know
got a
what I mean?
former UFC Knight on there.
Them ain't the Golden Knights that got smashed by USF, is it?
Wow.
Oh, and he tried to sneak that in. Oh, I meant to tell you, boy.
I did.
He tried to sneak
We
one.
got smoked.
Boy, USF smoked this dog.
And a Tampanian come back home. Darren Green, love you. You at UCF.
Yeah.
But he ain't represent. He laid down.
Oh, you see,
Wharton High School.
you can't come. You come to the house. You got to.
I'm over there. I'm over there getting every time we miss it. I'm like, oh man,
Because you see what's coming.
and we got destroyed by one of the worst teams in college basketball.
Not
The
college
University of South Florida Bulls.
He tried to sneak it in. Hey, boy,
I
he
called
called-
them and I say,
Boy, I forgot to tell you.
I forgot to tell you, man.
But now, what was the topic you told me though? What he tried to say the whole thing with?
He tried to.
Well, you know the women won. So
No. The women hadn't played yet.
No.
They hadn't played yet.
By this time, when you called me, the girls did beat USF girls.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was-
'Cause
He
look,
was like, well,
that was a big win for them.
that was
Big,
a big.
and my partner bet me on the game. I said,
Oh.
you gonna bet with the girl? Oh, man, y'all ain't beat out. Okay, watch this.
Man, the girls did win though. I said, but I
I
couldn't.
mean,
beat
even's
them.
out.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
that.
it was two upsets that day.
Two upsets.
Yeah.
I did watch Antonio Brown on one of the podcasts. I think a lot of the stuff with AB is just presentation. I get what he's saying. Now, would I have taken my jersey off? You know what I'm saying? That was some gangster shit he put. He took, and when I say gangster, that was some ridiculous shit he put. I would have took my jersey off, skipped across the
I can't
end zone.
justify that.
I wouldn't have done that, Reed.
Nah.
Nah, I'd have got probably forcefully removed. You know, coach tell me, you know what I'm saying? I take it there, Jones. I ain't going nowhere.
I just don't. For me, man, I just don't know what to believe. I ain't seen enough of it or heard enough. But if a man walks off the field, his profession. If he walks off the field, was it
Yeah, I would have got forcefully removed.
forcefully?
Yeah.
Like they
Don't tell me-
gotta carry you out of
Don't
there.
give me the throat slash and then tell me you're fucking out of here. I ain't going nowhere. Now go get the security. Whoever you go get, I ain't going nowhere.
So they had to walk you out like Martin and the security guard on thin line.
No, they'd have had to. We've been tussling. They'd have tussled me.
Hey, look, I bet you them cameras would have.
One on with a grab. I said, well, you trying to strengthen me?
You trying to strip with me? I mean, Coach, can somebody do something to you for you to just act like that? Can another human being
I'm
have
sure.
that type of power?
I don't want to say no, but I ain't waking up planning on that anybody being able to do me like that. You know what I mean?
Joe said, don't do me like that.
Yeah.
do me like
But
that.
here's the thing, and I've always said this: I'm not in that position, so I don't know 100%.
Right.
You take too much. You make too much money. You in too much of an advantageous position. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got too many young bros looking at you, and you setting the stage for too many people coming behind you.
But Coach, let me cut you
Now,
off.
hold on. I ain't saying it can't happen,
No, I know. Yeah.
but I don't know, man. You got to carry yourself a little better. You got to make better decisions because you know you're going to get punished in the light. You know you're going to get soiled. You know what I mean? Now you sit there and say, well, I'm going to do a defamation suit. That ain't working because you saying stuff against the shield, and you ain't getting nothing for that.
Shield.
It's not happening.
Shield.
You can talk about well, they're Toradol and they want to do this, and that's common practice in that league,
in that league.
and you ain't doing nothing to the shield.
The only thing I tried to cut you off on is you're talking about the young guys, you know, watching.
Yeah.
What I've learned, and I think what I've observed is not enough of these high-level guys care about the young guys.
No.
They really don't.
They say they do.
They really
But
don't.
then if you did, you would carry yourself a little
yeah,
better.
they really don't. That is, go ahead.
Now let me interject. So the same interview that I saw him doing with your former Golden Knight, he addressed that. Antonio Brown basically told him, "Yo, when I was a rook and you was a vet and you had just got the big contract, we met up, we worked out together, and this is real common in our community."
Yeah.
Antonio Brown tells this receiver who was a Pro Bowler, big contract, "Hey, you know, let your nose take you to the football." So the guy said he had never heard that before. But instead of saying, "Damn, Youngblood just turned me on to something," your ego and your chest pumped up because you got the big contract.
Yeah.
I'm the Pro Bowler. So basically, AB was telling this older guy, "Yeah, like, you was trying to be my big homie, but, like, you ain't give me no guidance. You ain't put me to the side and say nothing." Because the first thing the guy said when he was talking about Antonio Brown, he said, "You know, we out there at the park. I got the big contract. He pull up in the Bentley with his shirt off, music loud."
Well, that's already a problem.
So that's a problem in our community.
See,
like, I don't
but
show
it
Jones
shouldn't
some
be, it
stuff.
shouldn't be no judgment though.
But no, that's
based on that.
that's my point.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown was a rookie trying to work out with this veteran who was established in the league. And the power dynamic, the older guy wanted to be, "I'm the big homie." Sometimes just lead by example. You don't
That's
even
all-
need to
yeah.
be spoken.
No.
And,
No, it
and
don't.
if a young guy do tell you, "Let your nose take you to the football," instead of you getting slightly offended, say, "Damn, I never heard that before."
I had a little situation the last few weeks, and I've had them over the years, you know, as a coach. And somebody can say, "Well, that's good." Somebody can say, "Who cares?" Or whatever. I know how people are with things. But I got a long text from a kid, and he was like, "Man, over the years," he's like, you taught us a lot, and you said so many things." He said, "But I just want to let you know, it's the way that you have carried yourself as a man, and when we watched you physically in situations and how you carried yourself, that meant more than anything."
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so, as my parents used to say, don't do what I say, do as I do,
Right.
because that's what's more important.
And
you know?
I caught that same wave growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times what's happening now is, I just asked a kid this the other day. I said, I grew up in the era is do as I say, not as I do, right? Read books, go get good grades, this, that, and another.
Right.
And nobody had graduated from high school or this, that, and other.
Right.
But nowadays, a kid is going to follow kind of what you do, not what you say.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
You know what I mean? It's real. Like at this point.
Yeah,
So going back to what Debonell said with the big homie, I was 15, 16 years old on Palm Avenue working out with Gary Alexander, Fred Lewis, and then there was that time that Chuck Atkins. I'm on the college campus. These guys, Chuck made it to the league. Gary played overseas for X amount of years. Fred did.
Right.
I'm a young kid learning the game, playing with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Which accelerate my learning curve, and it was never, you know what I'm saying? Like
That was a different vibe.
It was
Them
a
guys
di-
were more
It was.
welcoming.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Those
saying?
guys
It
were more
was.
like,
It was.
and
was
it
different.
helped me tremendously.
Well, Dak can tell you this. A lot of time he'll say, "John, what you think, so and so," and I always start out, "Listen, I ain't nothing, and I don't know everything,
Yeah.
but this what I think,
Yeah,
because you asked me."
Right.
And I hear myself saying it now because that's the kind of environment we in.
Yeah.
Where, you know, a cat asks you something and you tell him, he talking about, "Oh, he talking about da da da."
Right.
Relax, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And my players always laugh at me because everything I start out with like that, or there's something happen. I said, "Relax, man.
Yeah.
Now, if you want some information, I'll tell you."
Right.
Because I know these dudes ain't open for that no
Yeah,
more.
and then
And then they think, "Oh, who you think you are telling me something?" Bro, I ain't trying to.
insecurities ring loud. Egos are the biggest thing in the room.
I had a young man at a game. Something happened in the game, and I'm talking to my player, and then he yells something at me. Da, 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 da. You know, so, and I got to be
Talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got to be careful with this because I know how everybody ain't open. So after the game, I walked up to him. I said, "Young bro," I said, "Can I holler at you for a second?" You know what I mean? And he said, "Yes, sir, Kurt." And so I knew when he said yes, sir, I was like, he got a little bit of training. Not that you got to say yes, sir, to me,
Yeah.
but that's a different talk.
Pretty good
a different-
indicator.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And I said, "Young bro, play the game, man. Focus on what you doing. Be the best. Don't waste your time talking to me. Matter of fact, don't even waste your time talking to players on the floor. All you got to do is get your degree and get your scholarship and get out of this cesspool. That's all you got to do."
If I'd have been, like I said after that. And second of all, Address me like a man.
Right.
Yell at me.
Yeah, and I
Can I come
told
at you that way?
and I told him, I said, I've been respectful. I said, have I disrespected you? No, sir, you didn't. I said, then don't say nothing to me.
That's real.
I said, it's okay. He said, Coach, my bad. He said, I got so emotional. I'm into the game. I said, bro, I ain't say don't have emotions.
Right.
I tell my players all the time, it's good to have emotions.
That's some passion.
Don't be emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a
Because when you
difference.
emotional, that means your emotions running everything and not your
Everything.
brain, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So vote justified behavior on Antonio Brown or not?
No.
Understandable. I won't justify it.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you can
Will he
get
be back
that.
in the league?
Absolutely.
Of course. Somebody going to give him another
Bro,
shot.
like this is what people like be, oh, it's over. I promise. And
I thought it was over 3 teams ago.
I remember when Ray Rice got into the situation?
Oh, I knew it was over with that.
Yeah, because he was 30.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt won 30, was he?
No.
No.
He was back in the league.
Great point.
But here go my other point, though.
No.
Great point.
No. I
Ray
got you.
Ray Rice was 30. Kareem Hunt was not. He was 22, 23. So they try to act like we're the shield. We have all this integrity, and we don't stand for this.
If you got more shit we can use, we going to use it.
Now, Kareem
Josh.
Hunt, hold on. If Kareem Hunt was 29, he'd
See
been
you.
out the league.
See
He
you.
was 22.
Josh just got cut by
I saw that Gordon.
Josh Gordon. He got back in the league 8 times. Is Josh Gordon better than Antonio Brown?
No.
No.
He had a blockbuster.
But I
year.
bet you don't think Antonio Brown come back in, do you? Producing that.
Well, can we lay a wager on that? Oh, okay.
You say you hope he does it? See, somebody got that type of energy towards Antonio Brown based off of what?
Well,
and
Nick,
I'm not a fan of y'all Bruce Arians hitting a player in the head either.
right.
No,
Well, he hit the right one in the head.
Yeah, because I would have took my helmet off and
He
crushed
hit
it.
Ndamukong Suh in the head.
You won't do that.
Right.
But look at that energy.
No, that ain't the funniest thing is he appealed the fine as if it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Who that?
Bruce Arians.
But Antonio Brown's
They
getting
have you on tape hitting the player. He appealed the fine.
Yeah, you can't do that. You could do that back in our day.
But
My
look
day.
at, but
I
look
know
at,
back
look at
in
the
my day.
energy. Look at the
That was
energy
common
Antonio
practice.
Brown get. But then look at the energy Bruce Arians get.
Oh yeah, he's passionate.
Yeah, you watch it all the time, man.
Tom Brady get hit in the mouth. Everybody like, oh my God, he got hit. Tom Brady like, they finally threw a flag. You can't talk to me like that.
You know, I was amused at the game, and I watched the dude going with Tom Brady, and the helmet hit him, and Tom Brady got a buddy lip, and everybody. That happened every play.
Pretty much.
They used to kill Cam.
What?
Yeah, it happened every play.
I don't know, Jones. Cam big enough, he could take it.
See, that's the shit you hear.
Yeah, oh my
It's either
God.
right or you know what? You get all kind of stuff like that, man, and everybody need to. Hey man, relax a little bit, man, and let's just look at stuff realistically. But that.
But
Listen, man, when it comes-
AB's not the person who they're trying to portray him to be. Like is he a little quirky? Yeah, but he got plenty
he
of
got
sense.
some. Yeah, he got plenty of sense. He definitely. But for me, when it come down to all of this stuff, at the end of the day, when you are being controlled and you're paid employees,
Yeah.
what people don't realize,
Yeah.
especially when it's
overpaid?
overpaid. Well, that's what they call them. Overpaid employees. They high paid employees. I'm sorry, not overpaid.
Yeah.
High paid employees. I'm
They're
sorry.
not overpaid.
High paid employees that's being controlled, whether it's a kid or somebody on the outside being a fan or somebody has an Antonio Brown jersey who's now trying to just, at the end of the day, for me personally, everybody deserves to get their money. Whatever your behavior traits is and this, that, and other, you had a setback because we're a forgiving world. But at the end, somebody right now can say, I don't want this to happen for Antonio Brown.
Country. We're forgiving country.
Country.
Air quotes.
Country, not world. Country,
Air
yes.
quotes.
But at the same time, it's like Antonio Brown ain't the first or the last to have these
No.
antics and get back in the league or not get back in the league or
Right.
whatever the case may be, because he's just one of the ones that's decided to say, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'll never justify walking off the field like that, though. I mean, but he did what he felt like he had to do for himself.
And I'm with you. That's why I always say I don't know all of it. I wasn't there. I don't know him personally.
Nobody does. We're only going off what they give us.
Yeah, that's the whole thing you got to be careful with, man.
Yeah, so
you
like,
do. You do.
I ain't justifying it, but let's just say this is what happened. I'm hurt. We done had communication that I was hurt. I'm out here going hard as I can for you while I'm hurt, and you come over and give me the throat slash. It's a problem.
But look how passionate some fans
No,
are.
listen to what I'm saying though. That's just like you come up here to do something for me on a day you feel
But-
bad, you got the flu, and I'm up here showing a level of ungratefulness.
But-
How would you react?
Oh, I mean, I don't do well with that.
But
So,
see,
I wouldn't either.
I
don't-
tell
I don't
kids,
do well with that.
kids
Right.
all the time though.
at all.
People gonna judge you by what you laid out there,
Right.
and he done laid a lot of mess out there.
I mean, did he
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Jones? Did he really?
Based off
Yeah.
of what's been given to us, how it's been given to us.
It's not a good look.
Because Nick brought this guy up earlier. I think Ben Roethlisberger laid a lot of
He
stuff out
he
there.
has. Oh, ain't no question.
But
you already know the standard.
But the
Yeah,
standard.
like-
but you got if we crop 5 athletes that's had high level situations happen. We mentioned Kareem Hunt. We mentioned Ray Rice. We can mention Kobe Bryant. God bless him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different things. That's Ben Roethlisberger. People forget Ben Roethlisberger. Or take that thing. Boy.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Allegedly.
yeah. It was
know
put
what-
out there.
Look into the camera and say that.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so.
Let me interrupt something. And they always sweep it under the rug. Jones, you remember Brett Favre, when he first started in Green Bay, his tight end, Mark Chimura.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
How did he kind of just fade away from the
Well,
league?
they were saying he was having sex with some underage girl in the bathroom.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a chaperone at a high school prom.
Yeah, I remember.
And either he allegedly had sex or he propositioned one of the young
That's
girls.
yes.
So you ain't know that, did you? That just,
I did not know that.
He just,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
yeah.
Well, you know that it's a lot of stuff that you remember the dude Sharper that was with the Green Bay Packers?
Oh, he just called 9 years.
Yeah.
No, he jailing.
Oh, he
Yeah.
jailing.
Yeah.
It's 15 or something
And
like
you,
that.
You know him and Mike Tomlin was college teammates
Wow.
at William and Mary, yeah. Him and Mike T.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Here's the other side of it. I look at a dude like LeBron, and I feel people patting their brow and slobbering, waiting on
They
something.
can't wait.
You gonna keep waiting. He ain't gonna give you nothing.
They waiting on
You ain't
something.
gonna give you nothing.
And I'm like, why
Like,
we
how
do
can you
that,
even
man?
hate on him though?
Yeah, why
Like,
we
oh,
do that?
That's just kind of.
That's crazy. But it's
I'm not comparing them in talent level.
No.
It's kind of the Tim Tebow effect.
But
Like,
see-
he's such a good dude. He make you feel bad about yourself.
Bro, Tim Tebow.
But you know what's
That's the persona, and then people start hating.
what's
on
bad? Out of this whole conversation, you know what I hate the most is, and I'm trying my best. I don't agree with Antonio Brown, but I don't know him, so I'm not finna crush him. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
And the thing that bothered me the most, and Dak will call me like, Joe, how come this? I say, man, we've been taught to go against each other. We've been taught to destroy each other with the word that come from the media or whatever it is, and we so quick to do it, and that's why I try to with a lot of stuff. I say, I don't know.
Right.
I said, it don't look so good, whatever, but I'm not finna crush Antonio Brown. From what I get from them, he ain't my favorite person, but I don't know that, man.
I get it though. Like if we already had prior communication, I'm out here on a hurt ankle, and you come over and give me the throat slash symbol, like I'm gonna do.
But
y'all
that's-
just pick, but
that's
I'm
your
out here. I'm
manhood.
going.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
going hard.
as
my
I
ankle,
can.
my ankle is killing me. That's your reaction to come over and give me the throat slash, talking about
But
I'm
then-
effing done.
But people get comfortable,
They
man.
do.
Like
But you can't go jumping jacks off the field.
Yeah,
I get it. I wouldn't have done it, but I understand why in that moment I'm out here going hard as I can for you on a bad ankle, and that's your reaction. So I get it.
I don't.
For me,
I would have just walked off.
yeah, the Antonio
No,
Brown
I'm
ego
not
was
saying I would
big.
have done the jumping jacks.
Yeah.
I'm saying I get that level of frustration and anger, but
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have done that. But I
Yeah.
will sound like I'm contradicting myself because if he'd have told me I'm fucking
Yeah,
done,
to carry you
I'd
off.
have got forcefully removed. Like I'd have been like, "What make me leave?"
And Antonio Brown ego was in front of him. Bruce Arians ego was in front of
Yeah.
him.
Let me
There's-
just say
there's
this: I was
people-
accosted by a young man at a restaurant this week. DJ Trigg accosted me at a restaurant and told me we need to start having some young bucks on the show. Shout out to my nephew DJ Trigg. We go do that. We go bring you. We're just trying to give you the history of Tampa before we start bringing the young
You
bucks.
got to celebrate the past
That's what I
and
tried
work
to
your
tell
way
him, a
to the
young
present.
buck. He was rather aggressive too.
Yeah, everybody caught up in the moment right now.
Yeah.
That was a time before you got here.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no
I had to tell
question
nephew
about
Yeah, I had
it.
to
Ain't no
tell
question
nephew
about it. And that'll give us more of the younger side of it too, to be able to kind of pick
yeah.
their brain in regards to how they work. Because
Absolutely.
you know, in closing about the old Antonio Brown situation, or anybody that have antics in leagues where certain things happen and the media gives it to us how they want to slice it.
Right.
At the end of the day, for me, that man got kids. That man got a family. A lot of that, certain things was taken out of his pocket in that room. I don't ever want to see anybody in that position.
No, you don't.
Personally.
No,
You know what I mean? Now, a lot of stuff you create
Yeah.
on your own.
Yeah.
Now to piggyback on that, Jones, you remember the Kyle Turley incident when the dude was doing something to maybe Aaron Brooks when he played for the Saints.
Yeah.
Turley went crazy.
Hit him with the
Threw the
helmet.
helmet.
Yeah.
Then to hear media members romanticize it. Oh, you got Kyle Turley. He's a maniac out there. His hair's flowing in the wind. He's throwing helmet. It gets romanticized.
Yeah.
But Antonio Brown is a thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at those thugs.
Yeah, look at those thugs, man.
And it's got to be tough to you sit in that position, you're making your money, you live in a certain way, and then it's just straight vitriol.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you like that? Huh?
I like that.
That was cold.
It's straight vitriol coming at you for no
University
other
of
reason.
Florida's finest.
For no other reason, and that's got to be tough to deal with on a regular basis as a young bro out there in that position.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the minutia of today's conversation and how it landed. I really do.
And we have,
I really do, because we have some people feel very strong about Antonio Brown in the situation without knowing the person, and
that is a fact.
that's definitely a fact.
That's a fact. We have
Just
a
be
panel
careful of
guys.
what you read and what you listening that's being spit out to you, because in so many ways, I look at, and it's huge. I remember when ESP wasn't around, and I know a lot of people might not even. I know dudes think ESPN was around forever. I remember when and they done set this whole thing out here with rings and championships and opinions on players and all of this stuff. They set that narrative and people eating it up. And be careful with the information you take before you spit out down somebody.
Yeah.
Sign us out, Coach Reed. Get us out of here. Oh, let me just say this: we do have a panel of guys using a magnanimous assortment of words.
We got this thing going on right now. Y'all ignore us with all this bullshit with these words, man. Come on.
Interwoven to give you
This,
the
Here we go.
Hey, subscribe to the channel. Hit the button. Hit the like button. You already know. Thank you for the feedback we have been getting. You know what I mean?
DJ Trigg, appreciate
we
you.
we appreciate that. I mean, there's an array of topics we'll continue to touch on.
Hey, man, a lot of y'all out there, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
You watching, man. Go and subscribe and stop playing around.
Stop
man. Y'all
playing.
won't
Hit the button.
button,
Hit the
man.
thumbs up button.
Go
No.
and subscribe. It's all
Okay.
right. Ain't nobody going to
Thumbs
drag you out the
up.
house.
Sign it off. 99 ain't good enough. Keep it on home.
Boom.